Hey guys, I am so honored to be in this group, sharing with you guys my story. My name is Jen Stifler, and I am a qualified national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company out of Richmond, Virginia. I am a mom to three amazing kids, Wade, Scout, and Penn, and the wife to my husband, Sean. So our journey with all of this began out of our family's biggest health scare. We were terrified with the birth of our third child, Penn, who required an open heart surgery shortly after birth. She was born with a congenital heart defect, which essentially her right ventricle had stopped growing in utero. And she's actually our second to be born with a congenital heart defect. So as you can imagine, my husband and I were just shocked that this was happening again. And this time, after the open heart surgery and cath procedure, the doctors stressed the importance of this child's condition is so severe that things that are normal to you and I are going to be life-threatening to her. Colds, flu, RSV, things that are just normal. And with a 5 and 3-year-old at home at the time, I knew that it was my job to protect her as her mother. I just simply did not know how that was going to be possible, right? All the mamas out there, you know what happens when kids are in school. Everybody gets sick, the whole family. And I just looked at my husband and wept because that moment that was supposed to be finally, we'd come through all this and we were finally going to be under one roof as a family, that joy was stolen for the second time. And I was heartbroken for her. I was heartbroken for us. And we went into quarantine mode. Nobody was able to come visit us. Nobody could see her. We didn't take her out of the home. My kids, I stripped down at the door so that RSV, which lives on clothing for up to 6 hours, wouldn't contaminate the home. I washed all of our hands until they bled, essentially. And I was losing my mind. I was so anxiety ridden. I just knew that I had to find a way to protect us. And God bless my friend Jennifer Saville. God bless her, because you guys, the dirty little secret is for 2 years, I knew about Juice Plus Nutrition. I actually was a canceled customer. I thought it was great for my kids, took it home to my husband. He wanted nothing to do with it. He said, I quote, "That's a cult. Your friend has joined a pyramid scheme and you would buy snake oil from your friend." And out of respect for him, I dropped it until that day she brought me dinner. And as I kindly took it from her off the front porch, I put my finger in her face and I said, "Do not bring up Juice Plus to me." Because I had become the biggest skeptic. I was so prideful. I was a pharmaceutical rep. I was very good at what I did. I was at the top of my industry. I was recruited at 8 months pregnant to launch a biologic for the top company in the country. I was super Miss Know-It-All. I thought I understood the connection between disease and how to cure it. And I thought that would just be with medicine, modern medicine. I was so blind to nutrition and the role that it played. But Jennifer loved me enough in that moment to just simply say, because I love you and I love your family, I have to ask you to take a look at this again. So that night, crying my eyes out in bed, praying for God to please send me this virtual hazmat suit, I heard the calling to look at the science, ask if there's any clinical research. Well, if you've heard any of the stories, all of us refer to the fact that this is the most researched nutritional product in the world. And when I read 38 double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical research studies done by third party in humans using the product, guys, there wasn't a drug that I had ever represented in my 10 years that had this type of research. So immediately I got it. I joined the mission instantly. I had a laundry list of my family members that I knew needed this because we were riddled with heart disease and cancer, and my husband's side with cancer and diabetes. And I just thought, why would I not pay this forward? This is amazing. And I hadn't even started to eat it yet. I just knew the science. It was 100% bioavailable. Only the best vitamin in the world was only about 30% bioavailable. We actually laughed when my company merged to become the largest over-the-counter vitamin supplier. Our medical liaison was like, vitamins don't work. This is a joke. And so the fact that it was food, and me as a nursing mother and could eat it, and my kids could eat it, and I could give it to my daughter as soon as she was able to eat foods, I just thought, this is brilliant and everyone deserves to know. So I put a PowerPoint presentation together for my husband. And when I got done, he said, oh my gosh, when does our order come and go down the world? And I will tell you guys, this nutrition gave us our joy back. It gave me the ability to feel normal. Like I could take my daughter out and celebrate her long before I ever thought I could, because very quickly we saw that everyone was dropping like flies around us from illness, and we were staying healthy. And I just knew, it's my husband coming home from work. Hold on. Hi. So, real life, there's like a hurricane out there too. And so we just knew that this was doing things that were so remarkable within our body, that even in addition to just staying healthy, things that were totally normal, we thought before, like allergies and constipation and migraines and sleep issues, they just stopped happening. We just were no longer having those types of symptoms. So, that really put a fire in me that what if I could actually take all of those skills from pharma, and instead of pushing prescriptions on people, offer prevention with just nutrition for an entire family? What if I could actually help another mother not feel that way, or another father not feel the way that my husband and I did? And we went all in on this business, and within 60 days, I had a comment in my paycheck, and I broke the golden handcuffs of pharma. Give the best part to my family, and I felt like I was failing. And honestly, I was so bored. I felt like I didn't have any value. I felt caged, and I felt selfish to give up that 6-figure salary. I thought, I'm paying into college funds. And as a lower middle class child of 5 who had to pay her way through college through the athletic scholarship, I thought, no, I'm doing the right thing. But this business, this mission, this community of people gave me the opportunity to say, what if I could have everything I've ever wanted, help people get healthy, earn an income from home, and never have to leave my daughter, so that I get to be here to see all of her first steps, which she just took like 2 weeks ago, and be my kid's mom. And now we are living that dream, truly living it, not 30 years from now. And I'm just so grateful that my friend in that moment cared more about me than her popularity with me. And, I am on a mission with all of these other people just to say, you don't have to ever make a decision out of fear for your family's health, your child's health, or your finances, because there's a community of people who are about serving others well, more than themselves, and there is room for the top for everyone. And so, the corporate America that I was in, I got 1 promotion in 10 years. I've had 6 promotions in 12 months. And next month, my family, I'll carry the benefits. I'm going to carry the medical, the dental, the chiropractic, the prescription, all of those things, college tuition assistance, so that it takes pressure off of my spouse, so that he can make decisions that aren't based on just providing for us. He loves his career, and he's very good at it. But I want to take that pressure off of him. And it's just been quite remarkable. We moved to the country in our dream home. or raising chickens. I'm homeschooling. It's crazy town, y'all. It's crazy town how when you step out of that cage and realize that the door is open, it's not locked, the potential that you have inside. So, you know, whoever invited you to this, we just want you to know that whatever you're dreaming and that tiny little whisper in your heart, it's totally possible that it comes true because we're living proof. So thanks so much for checking us out. Sorry for the interruption with my husband coming home. Bye, y'all.